Surprising that, because we're watching more Spy Family. Obviously, there's only so much we can put our hopes in when it comes to Anya's academic record. Good thing that Lloyd is always there to jump in and do some minimal changes when necessary. But with the small introduction of a now probably slightly infamous spy, might not be getting too many more jobs going forward. But we know that there's at least some parties out there trying to hinder the Desmond name. What's that going to do? Who's really going to be coming up and causing problems now? If it's not K9 strapped with explosives, we've got underhanded political dealings. A little more than a 6-year-old can really handle. Maybe Yor can get involved. Let's see what's going on. Amongst all of the kind of danger and whatnot that we see in the series, the plans trying to destabilize the nation, the bits that we actually care about is the small family-sided bits where they're trying to put together a actual family unit, despite their personal issues. I would like to see a little bit more of Yuri, the brother in the secret police, kind of his actual dealings in the secret police. And we got a tiny bit of it before, but it still bugs me with Anya's size changes in the openings and endings. But yeah, I think with what we got, the tiny bit of background into the handler woman, I'm hoping they're expanding on that as well. So a business uh, being pulled apart at the seams. A revenge plot. I see the Desmond Group coming in, buying out a company, or at least something of the like. I mean, if your kid is getting a bunch of demerits and marks potentially to get expelled, yeah, you can understand why you'd be a little upset. Perfect. He got that leaf. I'm sure it is. It definitely looked sparkly clean. I see they're fawning over him because he managed to do those spins. Managed to get a. You do not have an ally there in Becky with that comment. What's he doing with that bucket shovel thing? Quick, find the. Georgie. But what's he going to do to try and bring down the Desmond family? Ah, it was him. No wonder they got what they paid for there. Agent, Agent Daybreak. Her interest in Damien is gone. Now, all intrigue is pointed towards this Georgie. And the fact he looks like Tim Burton character. Really, he's trying to frame them for smoking. Right, using the correct angle to hide him hitting him, then using that cigarette to further dig it in. Yeah, if true, he would be in quite a bit of trouble. Good thing there's probably an onlooker who might get involved for their own personal reasons. I mean, yeah, those are the eyes of someone truly focused. She is too much trouble to be worth it. Let's just, yeah, completely disregard an issue of potential bullying there and smoking on premises because her eyes are scary. I mean, she stood up quite well. Definitely unaffected. Uh, he's gonna have to explain himself quite well here. He actually just immediately letting things spill out. Yeah, he's just here going to the school. The family, company business and whatnot is out of his control. But did anyone actually pay attention to the news? Sure, but mm, when businesses are involved, bankruptcies and buyouts and whatnot are commonplace, really. But yeah, uprooting children, stopping them having this kind of education because of it. Surely they wouldn't just go under completely. Well, if they're going bankrupt, yeah, they wouldn't be able to pay for the school. But whereas, as Becky said when we first introduced this guy, he's a bit gloomy and weird. He has been trying to prove himself in his family's eyes for so long. He actually trying so hard to achieve something. Yeah. Just trying to make him feel even worse. That is some. Now he's just causing a scene, having a little meltdown. Ha 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 ha. He is. Juice will solve everything, but he is suffering quite massively. I feel as though Anya's like face. But I feel like there's going to be something else. Ah, apple juice does solve it. But yeah, there's going to be the conversation. Is he really just making the most out of this situation? They're all starting to lose a bit of empathy. He is eating like a king right now. It's very hard to feel sympathy. I like the light flickering on that side. That does look like a relatively expensive lunch, especially for a children's school. As I was trying to say, I hope his father actually has a proper talk to him about how this all is affecting him. He is laying this on thick. If it if it just stayed the first half, then I'd believe it. But the more he's pushing it here, that that dude had impressive hair in the background. And they will make sure of that. Considering it, he came into this trying to ruin Damien, having this bit where he's having everyone actually somewhat care for him and be nice. Well, mm, yeah. Did it call for the dance? I mean, if any teacher or not saw this show on display, maybe a little elegant, but and in the midst of it, some very unconvinced stares. As any kind of final day, if you are being forced out of a school, can't really complain. Hmm. And so wherever he goes in the future, he'll have if that to look back on. Wait, did I have a sword? You get my leaf. True sentimental value. How's he going to carry it all, though? Did he even know half of these people? He left the leaf behind. Ungrateful. I like the fade off into the sunset kind of thing, as though he's passing. Good thing you didn't ruin him then. So, is he going to return the gifts? But they'll keep their wealth, their home, his place in school. Maybe a little difficult to show your face now, though. Good thing he had a bag with it. Some rumours, yeah. And the caviar. He might as well just run and be a slave now. Might be better than the stairs. What a busy day that she's had. Just gonna. Oh, God. Waking up, actually having to. That would not work on me. Just there we go. Fall back down and sleep. And what, they're allowing her to start off so late? Is this a learning opportunity? I mean, with a school like that, you would kind of expect them to be rather insistent when you're punctual. Are we now going to see a little bit of yours morning routine when she doesn't have to work? Be able to. Did you just open the door? I don't think she can hear you. She forgotten some things for school. Being late for a few times, receiving a few bolts, and then being expelled. One thing. Forget it. I love that even in her imagination, it's still a child says he's got a tricycle. She's a delinquent. I don't think just forgetting your I don't know, polo shirt. What would she need for? Would be grounds for expulsion at least. I think running would be faster. We've seen what she's capable of. What are you doing? And just like a falling pot of petunias. What did I just witness? Pilates mixed with a side of gardening. Do you think they're going to be late for school as well? So when I said run, good thing she had the morning off. If she had to do this and then get to work in time. It's a pretty big place. And she's. I mean, with Anya's track record, probably would need outside help with maintaining her. Maintaining her presence in school and not being late and etc. How many new school rumours are going to be born from this? I don't think we needed the little box telling us this. I mean, wasn't that her intention the entire way? I mean, didn't they need? Oh, they're screwed. Education has failed us. But haven't we already been shown that they need IDs on it, or was it only for that one area? The ones that went wild. I wonder if she's got respect. She just causes trouble wherever she goes. I mean, once again, overthinking things a little, but use your deduction skills. Why would she be carrying something going to the school? Oh, for God's sake. Now we're playing Scooby Doo, just going around the. Ah, fixed within a matter of seconds. You're being pulled away. What was the difference being there to round this wall? A little bear bag. Does she have Jim? Just go. Just walk to your next class. There's no need to console her. Hey, she got some exercise, went outside for a while. Good thing he can use this psychiatrist thing as a cover story in so many ways. She's such a caring mother figure, trying her best, even if she was getting things slightly wrong. I guess it's better to err on the side of caution, though, if she had needed it. What kind words are you going to be able to pass off? Well, for both of them, I think just take the minds off and have a good lunch would probably be good, be beneficial. And technically, it's Lloyd is still on the job because it would be part of the mission, taking care of the family. But this episode was interesting. Having threats of your livelihood and your education being flipped upside down to being unable to show your face ever again. To a quick journey across the city to have some missing garments delivered. There's been several times where I've forgotten things, like when I was attending school, books, clothes, writing utensils, pretty much everything at any point. At no point during any of my education did my parents ever think of bringing stuff to me if I had lost it or forgotten it. Mainly with the thought of, it's your own damn fault, you'll remember it next time. Not when it becomes a habitual problem. But there we go with one more episode of Spy Family, a kind of nice one, really didn't have too much stock on the line, no real danger for the country. But a little bit of knowledge going into the outside world, the wider thing, the Desmond Group taking over businesses, buying them out, saving some families from the poverty line. Yeah, maybe their wording could have been a lot better. Stop any misunderstandings from a child without proper business pedigree. But he did take things rather quickly, immediately going from we'll be bankrupt to I'm going to be kicked out and be made a slave, all within the space of a day. Yep, I might have sought a little confirmation first before enrolling on that kind of a ploy and trying to get so many gifts and pity looks. Because usually with bankruptcy, it would take more than a day, especially with a school like this, to at least get paperwork signed up to have someone have to leave. But, in the mind of a child, it works pretty well. I did not like how he immediately went to trying to sabotage the poor boy that he sought reprimands from the family, though. Already spending pocket money. Granted, he was a kid attending this school, so his pocket money was generally going to be fairly alright. To purchase a spy to foil his competitors. As I stated, you get what you pay for, that's why we ended up with Daybreak. At a school like this, where appearances are everything, someone with a vested interest could easily destroy your life quite succinctly. If all it takes is a well-placed fake punch and a dropped cigarette. What with someone with more nefarious plans in mind? What can they achieve? But I think we don't really need to worry about any evil plans by our friend Georgie. He's more than likely going to try and keep his head down for a while. There's not going to be too many forgiveness for that. To be fair, his worries were founded, just he took it a little too far too quickly. And I wouldn't suppose a bunch of his peers, being the children that they are, would really come to understand or care too much. But I retract my beginning of the sentence. I don't think I would want to try school lunch caviar. No matter what school you're going to, that can't be good. And I may be having a bit of personal bias on that because anything in my schools was barely edible as is. But still, I want to see more of the wider world, the families and factions at play. Who else is going to be bought out and made to go under? What other factions or forces are going to try to interfere with Agent Twilight's mission? We'll have to find out. If you enjoyed this one, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing. Join onto my Discord. Anything else you can think of. But ultimately, get yourselves a bit of rest so that I can see you for the next one. I have no plans of going anywhere, but if you want to give me a farewell leaf, consider joining onto my Patreon. Because thanks to the likes of Noku, Raywin, Sal, Shiwan, Guado, Tori Jane, Groyville, Kite, Lightwizard91, Mega42, Diego Zenhausen, Maxwell, Cardboard, and everyone else, I can at least pretend that I'm cared for, even though I am so far without caviar. Either way, thank you.